Good morning, Mr. 5. I am going to continue chapter 7, skeletal system and nervous system. In this video, I am going to explain you few important topic of the chapter 7. And the topics are: first, the nervous system; second, the brain and its part; third, spinal cord and the nerve; fourth, reflex action; and the last is the memory. So let us proceed to the first point, nervous system. What do you mean by nervous system? The system which used to control all the vital function of body is known as nervous system. Nervous system used to include brain, spinal cord and the network of the nerve present in the body. Next point I am going to explain you the brain and its part. What is brain? The control center of body is known as brain, which is protected by skull. Dear student, in previous video I explained you about skull is made up 8 flat bones. They fuse together and like a helmet type of structure is being formed which cover our sensitive brain. So brain is mainly divided into 3 parts: cerebrum, known as the largest part of the brain; cerebellum, and the smallest part of the brain is known as medulla or brainstem. Dear student, you pay attention toward the diagram of the human brain. The largest part of the brain is known as cerebrum. Next you see here cerebellum, and the smallest part of the brain is known as a medulla, or also it is known as brainstem. Let us see now what are the main function of the part of the brain. So first is cerebrum, the thinking part of the brain. The thinking part of the brain is known as cerebrum. It controls our voluntary muscles. It controls our voluntary muscles of body, and it also helps us to see, hear, learn, think and remember. Dear student, we use cerebrum while we are solving the problem or question or the mathematics. It also controls our feelings like sadness, happiness, fear. These all are being controlled by the largest part of the brain known as cerebrum. Once again, cerebrum used to help in learning, memorizing, thinking, remembering. This whole action is being done by the largest part of the brain known as cerebrum. Cerebellum. Cerebellum is responsible for our posture, balance and movement and coordination of our muscles. Dear student, we are able to stand straight. We all able to stand straight without losing our balance, and this is being done by the help of cerebrum. While you or we all ride the bicycle, we used to ride the bicycle and sit without losing our balance. You may have noticed sometime we lose our balance and we fell down. But our posture, our balance is being controlled by our part of the brain known as cerebellum. Due to that, we are able to stand straight without losing our balance. Sometimes you may have noticed few person after taking certain type of the drugs or alcoholic beverages, you may have seen walking them just in a different way. Why? due to drinking such type of the alcoholic beverages, cerebellum is being uncontrolled. Means it is not working in the proper order and the person used to fall here and there. So once again, cerebellum used to control our posture and balance our body and help to stand straight, and in the different moment it used to help us while walking, running, dancing. We are able to make certain step. So balancing is being done by cerebellum. Next is medulla. Medulla, also known as brain stem. It is the smallest part of the brain and it used to control involuntary muscles, also involuntary function like breathing, sneezing, coughing, blood circulation, movement of the food in alimentary canal, or all the involuntary action or the function controlled by smallest part of the brain known as medulla or brain stem. Next I am going to explain you about spinal cord and the nerve. How we can define the spinal cord? Spinal cord is a long, thick bundle of the nerve protected by vertebral column. Who is the vertebral column? Backbone. Backbone used to protect our spinal cord, and backbone is being made up of 33 small bones known as vertebrae. Dear students, in human body, three main type of the nerves are present: sensory nerve, motor nerve, and the mixed nerve. What is the function of the sensory nerve? The nerve which used to carry the message from the brain to the sense organ. Human body, 5 sense organs: eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and the largest organ of the human body, that is the skin. So, the nerve which used to carry message from brain to the sense organ is known as sensory nerve, whereas the nerve which used to carry message from sense organ to the brain is known as motor nerve. And the type of the nerve which used to do both the work, it bring the message to the sense organ from the brain, and from sense organ to the brain, means both the work, means bringing the message from brain to the sense organ and from sense organ to the brain is being done by the mixed nerve. So dear student, in human body, 3 type of the nerves are present: sensory nerve, motor nerve, and the mixed nerve. Next I am going to explain you about reflex action. What do you mean by reflex action? Reflex action can be defined as an automatic action which is controlled by spinal cord. Controlled by spinal cord without the instruction of brain. Without the instruction of brain, such type of the action is known as reflex action. For example, you may have noticed many times, suppose that you are riding bicycle and suddenly a fly is ready to enter to your eyes. Soon your eyes will close. How it is possible? This function is being controlled by our spinal cord and it is known as reflex, means automatic action. Means we are not thinking of to do that the particular work and it take place or it happen. Such type of the work is known as reflex action. Suppose that by mistake you touch hot object, soon you withdraw your hand, means your hand move backward. Who is to control this? This type of the action is being controlled by our spinal cord, and such type of the function is known as reflex action. Means reflex action is being controlled by whom? By spinal cord without the instruction of the brain, dear student. Next I am going to explain you the last topic of the chapter, and that is the memory. We all human not connected at the birth. Not connected at the birth, but as the child grow, learn new thing, brain create and store new connection, and this is known as memory. Dear student, our brain act like hard disk. The data what we feed in it, it is being saved. And whenever we want to recall the information, again we get it such as we do in computer. Same way our brain used to work. Whatever we learn, whatever we see, all these things are being stored as data in our brain. And when we require, when we recall, this all things used to regain. And this is known as memory. Dear student, memory is the last topic of this chapter. So please you read and try to understand all the topic what I just now I explained to you. Thank you, dear student.